Okay, welcome to YouTube, Parsons Pack, Stillwater's Ranch. I'm gonna give you guys a little tour and see if I can figure out video editing. So, if you're following us on Instagram, you've already seen some of this. I do have some updates. Well, I will be honest, it kind of changes day by day, week by week, where things are gonna go on the ranch, but I will give you our current idea, and I would love for you to leave some comments below if you have any suggestions or if you are familiar with any of the things that we're gonna be doing. We'd love some help. So I'm gonna do this in kind of vlog form because let's be honest, I do not have time to sit and edit videos for hours on end. So here we go. Starting with the part of the ranch that's actually built. This is our hen house. We have a nesting box set up that came from the gal we got the chickens from. We built them a little ramp and a poop shelf, the glorious poop shelf that hopefully will make the things much easier to clean. I will say I'm gonna be swapping out the bedding. I think we're gonna try sand. I know everyone has an opinion on what's best. For me, hay is gross. I am not loving it. It doesn't smell good, and it seems like the chickens are eating it because it is disappearing, but we'll figure it out. We got the girls a couple different water containers, kind of seeing which one they like best. I personally am loving the Rent-A-Coop feeder that you see here on the right with the little nipples on it. It's much less messy, although we did put this one with the trough style up on some pavers to get it off the ground. Hi, girls. And it's helped, but it's still looking pretty dirty, as you can see. And it's hot, so we want to make sure they have clean water. And frankly, I love the idea of not coming out here several times a day to keep it clean. So here's our hen house. Out here, this is where we're going to be adding the coop door for them as soon as their run is built. You can see we're working on it now. Hopefully it'll be done in the next couple of days. I was told that they need a few days to acclimate to their coop anyway, so we're not too stressed about them being in here as they kind of figure out where everything is. And yeah, this has been really good. It looks like we have some eggs here. I will come back for those later. So that's good. That means that they are acclimating. They're getting comfy. Can you girls say hi? Yeah. Directly next to their coop is this pen. And we're going to come back to this because we're not totally sure what we're doing with it. I think I have a good idea at this point, but I want to go next to the area that is confirmed, and we're working on the build right now. So when we cross the canal, we've got, oh, wildlife. We have two sides of a barn that is totally hidden by mulberry trees. So that's a project that we've got coming up. But this side over here is where we are headed. So out here, this is about half an acre, a little more, and this is going to be our charitable garden. So we have plans in the works, and our fundraiser is live for this space. It is so much more room than it looks like, you guys. It's kind of overwhelming, but picture raised beds, a seating area or two, lots of fruit trees. Back in the back, way back over there, I don't think I'm gonna walk that far right now, but our thought is to maybe do pigs, as long as I can find a way to manage the smell, which I know is possible because I've seen farmers do it and I've heard of it. So we're gonna work on that. But way back in the back, the land kind of dips down and is very uneven. So rather than figuring out how to manage that and level it out, I figure we'll just put pigs and our compost pile back there. So this whole space, consider this our before shot. Then back over here, right next to the walking trail, is where we are going to put our farm stand. Now it's probably going to start small, like a pop-up farm stand, but we will add a gate and have this open. My thought is we'll enclose this area here for days when the ranch isn't actually open to the public, but the farm stand is. So that way, while people are on a walk, bike riding, whatever, bring their wagons, they can enjoy the fresh produce and eggs. This will be a way that we will actually hopefully sustain some of our ranch operations so that we can continue to donate many of the goods to food ministries in town. So now I want to show you a few things that we still have up in the air, and I would love your input and your opinions. We'd love to be a functioning farmstead in the long run. So we want to be self-sustainable. We want to have many different food options, which that's going to look like meat as well. So if you are a vegan, I apologize. We are animal lovers, but I believe that God put them on this earth to feed us. So let me show you the other pasture. And this is where I'm kind of trying to figure out what we're gonna do. So this one over here is about a 1/4 acre. So not as big as the one behind me. And it does lead right to where the farm stand opening will be there. I can't decide if we're gonna do animals here or a medicinal herb walk-through garden. We have so much space on the other side. So we've got lots of room for produce, but I'm trying to get creative with other options as far as what we can grow. So this was a horse barn and it is set up for animals. So the other thought I had was for breeding purposes, we need to keep rams if we do sheep, or what are they called? Not billy goats. I can't think of it. Male animals need to be kept separate from females. So my thought was also that we could just pin off a section of this and keep our male animals on this side. But I've started to lean away from that option. So I'll show you where I'm thinking that all the animals can go. But I would love to hear your input, maybe a different kind of farm animal or what we could grow here. It's a good amount of space. It's kind of an awkward shape. It looks like a pizza. So it goes to a tip over there where you can see that gate. So yeah, hit me up in the comments and tell me what you think should go here. Now headed back across the bridge, back toward the chicken coop, which by the way, oh my goodness, I almost forgot. On this side here, we have the thought to put in a duck enclosure because it can double as a water reserve for the garden. So we are so blessed that we have this canal, we have access to this water, but we only get it on certain days. So the idea is if we create a duck pond, that will become a water reservoir, but will also become free fertilizer for the garden. Duck water, believe it or not, is full of nutrients for plants that can be used as free fertilizer. So that will probably go right here in this area. And then we'll do another chicken enclosure out here as well. That way we can separate our hens that lay from our meat chickens. So just want to throw that out there. We're heading back across the bridge. We're heading over to this pasture here, which is another 1/2 acre, believe it or not. So it's quite a bit of space that we have. It does already have a standing structure. I think it would probably need to be expanded or add another one, possibly tear this down and build something new, depending on how many sheep or goats we get out here. We would love to start breeding, kidding, I believe it's called. I'm learning, you guys. That would become revenue for the ranch as well, so we can maintain our production. So over here, that's my thought, is that this can become our main animal pen. It goes back pretty far. So this is where I'm thinking we could also do the males here as long as we have some separation, add some fencing. So I'm curious if you guys have any experience raising and breeding livestock. Please hit me up with any tips you have there. And yeah, really help me figure out what to do with this space, how to divide it. Or if you have any other ideas, I would love to hear them. So there we go. That's my little mini ranch tour, brainstorming tour. And whew, we've got a lot to do. And I'm sure it's going to take quite some time. Our garden is our first primary focus. And when we move into animals, thank goodness I don't have to have that decision made right now. Once we move into the animals, we'll obviously address that. But it's still fun to dream. It's still fun to plan. So please do share your ideas with me and let me know if you have any questions. We'd love to have you come out and see the space. If you're interested, if you have any ideas for us, just let me know.